Hello and welcome to episode 16 of the OEB Let's Play series on Oldbrook V2. Now, today I've made a couple of decisions. We've got field 4 planted, 6 and 9 have just finished harrowing, but 21 is ready to begin our silage operation. The BGA is empty. I've had another falling out with those MR silos, I'll show that in a minute. But yeah, we're ready to put the seeder into 6. And I've got a plan for the Massey and the fast track. We're going to get them up top and start doing some carting. But I'm going to do a major stock change because we've got too much going on. But yeah, I'll show you the silos and the current falling out stage. Couldn't get them to empty. There was 6,000 litres left in. So I've had to raise the planes to the point that they're visible. I may be able to lower them down again just so they disappear and the shovel trigger is actually high enough. I went for this because I was getting a little bit annoyed. I've definitely lost patience with these planes. Great idea, but they're just not quite set up right. We'll get there with them. I still don't know why that other one won't tip either. But minor problem, not too much of a worry. Right, I've also done a little bit more of a modification to the seed bins. As you can see, the key bindings up at the top, I've changed them. Because having O to change the fill type from the seed bin was changing the fill type of the seeder. This is obviously no good because of the MR settings. If you've got anything left in that seeder, it sells it, but you were never going to be able to match them up anyway. So yeah, just a little falling out, but that was an easy fix. Right, so you need to go on to field 6, my friend. This is annoying because the 8.5 metre and the 9 metre are pretty much the same thing. I'm presuming that's for the windrower though. Young silly fault. But yeah, the latest version of the courseplay I'm using, check that out. If you have it on show all, it's got lines, and if you zoom in, they're arrowed to where they're going. This is so much easier to track down where you need to be. Can show all, none, start and end. We'll turn them down a bit now. It was jumping in and out of game on the previous field. Right, we shall start you from there. Barley away, my friend, barley away. Right, where's the other one? You just got back, you need to get back. There's the thing, we're in the field, are we? Right, that makes sense. I can live with that. But yeah, about the stock change, I think we can make a fair bit of money back by selling things that we're not quite using at the moment. It's quieter in the cab. I'm still not too sure of the noises this tractor's making. I'm not quite happy with it yet. It's perfectly alright on normal play, but when you're recording, obviously I can turn the volume down, it doesn't turn down the recording's volume. So jumping in certain tractors deafens you. As I found out with the Fent when I replayed the video to myself. I think I'd already published it by that point though. Should always check first. Oh yeah, U-tie, show you that in a moment. I think I actually mentioned that one previously. Bring this in, lower it because it's got a habit of falling over. There we go. Just stop you there for a minute. Yeah, I think I mentioned this one. There was another Zunhammer mod I found, which goes on the back of a wagon. So yeah, articulated Zunhammer. It holds a little bit more, works, has exactly the same specialisations and the same features, so it does fill that when it's parked there. It works on courseplay. I'm very happy. Problem is, it took me a few hours to get it MR'd and in game. I never actually tested it as a direct download, so it may have worked, it may not have, but when I got it into MRing it, it was a pain in the ass. The way the wheels were set up in the scenograph made them all do silly things. They weren't quite right, so it took a while to figure that out, get them all set up right. Now as you can see now, it's actually flat on the ground, it's not in the ground, the wheels aren't dancing. Good. And also the supports. The ones that were on it had lost their texture file somewhere. Something else might have lost its texture file in the middle underneath, actually, looking at it. Bright white thing? Not supposed to be bright white. Oh dear. Something I've missed. Oh well, anyway, the supports. Modelled them up in Blender, retextured them using the same textures that are actually on the trailer. I think off the sides there, stretched them a bit though. That's why you get that blotchiness. So it's not perfect, but it works and goes up and down. Now this, as we've got this in and this in, and only one truck, I figured I'd break this out. This was my first ever mod. I think the wheels are actually off the SMK. Borrowed them off that. I did take the Kroger in-game Krogers first, but it doesn't match up with this because the wheels on that are a little bit larger. So yeah, took that wheels off it. Not sure where I got the fenders from, but you can see everything else that I modelled up because I wasn't very skilled with texturing them. But it does work. It is a powered dolly. When you turn on all-wheel drive, these wheels drive as well, hence the PTO shafts. Managed to get the collisions, centre of gravity, all that sorted out, the fifth wheel. I did have a plan to have it on mouse controls and have it so you could raise it up and down to back it under vehicles. There's also going to be that moving forwards and backwards. So it's only sort of got half finished and then got put to one side because it was working. I was playing about with other things. But yeah, it's made an appearance. We'll see how that one develops. It's a long drawbar dolly. Makes it a lot easier to reverse, and I have seen them in real life as well. Not sure about whether it was powered or not, I can't remember, it was years ago since it was on the farm. But yeah, it is based on a real model. But yeah, the long drawbar makes it a lot easier to reverse with instead of the Sega Unos that you have in game, which probably has the attacher point right where the PTO block is there. But that will be demonstrated at some point. Right, slurrying's done, seeding's underway. We need to decide what we're getting rid of. Now, obviously, the only reason we had these trailers were for silaging. But I'm considering whether or not we should upgrade to proper silage trailers. So let's see if we have anything other than the in-game Bergmans. Because I don't think I do have the MR in-game Bergman. That'd be a good start. You see, I reckon we can make good use of these swap bodies. No chaff. No chaff. Takes C's even, but no chaff. Okay then. So it could be a bit pointless investing in those right now, so it's basically no chaff available. So our only option is for the in-game Bergmans. Now 2 of those are 120,000. So we only need one of these gilberts. Assuming we don't max out the great demand business again, because then they came in handy. Obviously everything was in use. So I just don't know. Now you see him we could get rid of and start using the swap bodies. But how much are the swap bodies to start operating with? It's easy enough for me to put a fill type in there. It's just slightly annoying that it doesn't actually have one. I wonder. Right, the game's going to just freeze for a moment because I'm going to jump onto the desktop and check that out. So looking in the mods folder, MR Crampy, it's not there, a bit lower down, got you. Right then, it is WBS K47, WBS K47, XML, fill types. Now you see I've got chaff in the fill types, so even though it's not written down, they do take chaff. This is good. Definitely worth us investing in those then. Right, unfreeze. And we're back. Okay, so these are worth having. So we're going to need, well, if we sell everything and then start rebuilding, we'll know how much we can rebuild to, won't we? Right then. Wrong button. Go. Wait for it. There we go. Using the keyboard to drive, I've got a perfectly good steering wheel. Oh dear. Right then, so you're going to the shop. Farm to shop, yes. You're going to hit that one. Good, good. Not you. You. Power up. Come on. Now are you going to get this right, or is it going to go messy? Messy. There, that should do it. Another thing we have to do is just reset all the cameras to far out. There we go. All cameras set out that. I have a new decision as well. One of these is going to go, just to make us that little bit of extra cash. Now, you were quite busy up here. So I'm thinking, number 4. Your time is over. I'm going to keep the conveyor, but this particular trailer is going to go as well. Obviously there are little bits over here, but we only really need one of these. Having 2 sat around doing nothing, we can get more work out of the other one. Well, there's the thing, check the hours. 3.7. 7.2. I wonder which one we use more. And I found a cool little mod as well that may get MR'd. It's a Class Ranger. Comes with a lot of buckets and such like. Only a simple MR job, it's a long MR job because of all the bits in the kit. And I believe the team actually has already MR'd the model, which would make my life a lot easier. But we shall see. I'm quite happy with this at the minute, it does all we needed to do, and obviously we own it. Now with the 4-wheel steering, it's nice and agile, you can get it everywhere. I'm a fan, I think we'll stick with the other one. One thing that I do know works. I don't have to fight it all the time with the testing process. Yep, you're good. Right, away with you. So, 1 trailer to go. 1 water bowser to go. Well, actually, how much are we going to get for the water bowser? Does he come under miscellaneous? Yes, he's there, look. We're only going to get 4,000 for him. And how much is it going to cost to buy the other one? A lot more. Wrong one. Even more. Oof. That holds 23,000. Holds 19. So the other one does hold more. Could be handy. Obviously we'll get more than 4 when we take it to the shop. I've edited the price on the Scania as well, so he is definitely affordable now. When the time comes, right, everyone started arriving at the shop. start selling some stuff and making some money. Here you go, our good old trailers. Served us well. The time is over. Standing on the point, press the R button, boom. Press the R button, boom. Okay, over 106 now then, so we need to swap those out, don't we? Trailers for trailers. How many do you think we're going to need? I think we can get away with 2 probably. The big ones, or the little ones. Wow, that's a difference. That holds nearly 10,000 more. It's only a little bit heavier. It's going to have to be the big guns, isn't it? So, boom, we're skint. Okay, let's have a look at these bad boys. Right, so I have done a little bit of testing on these. The testing I did worked. They've been really well put together. If the supports on the bodies aren't down, you cannot select the body from the chassis. It comes up as one part. I'll show you, it makes life easier, won't it? Serious weight on the front of you. There we go. Pop up the F1 menu. Again, no steering axle. May or may not cause us a problem. Oh, he's here. I wonder if he knows what's about to happen. A little bit of shunting to get this where I want it to go. They're already MR'd these trailers. I've had nothing to do with them. As you can see, the legs are down now. We can select the tractor, the weight, the chassis and the body. Now V to fold the support stilts. Now, tractor, weight, whole trailer. How cool is that? Just so you can't accidentally dump it and obviously not be able to pick it up again. Whoa, forwards, 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 you crazy tractor. Right. Shop to farm the first weapons then. Oh dear. And I do believe that is a crash. Maybe these trailers then don't work with cosplay. Yep, that is an epic crash. Right then, so I'll call that part 1. Maybe we won't be buying swap bodies. The dilemma continues. Right, well that's the end of part 1. We're back for part 2 shortly. Start again.